Peace and grand rising to the heirs. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a universal, sovereign, original, natural, divine Moorish American Consular Court. We are the living Moorish American federal government, the sovereign Moorish American consulate, and the original indigenous Moorish American Consular Court. We are the most ancient court both in heaven and on earth. Ego sum, governing justice, Rosum Spiritu Sanctus imam Be. In capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. My free chosen national appellation of nobility is Rose Spirit Bay in capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. No United States corporation, company, person, or persons, nor their agents, principals, heirs, assignments, nor any derivatives thereof have personam jurisdiction over me or any sovereign nobility of this earth. This universal sovereign lawful cause of action is manifested by the original indigenous sovereign natural divine people who are the de jure Moorish American federal government, the Moorish American consulate, and the de jure Moorish American consular court. The universal natural area code for this sovereign court is 868 WR2G+3X. This cause of action sovereign alphanumeric identifier is macg plus cause 000000010. This, which is a notice to appear to the named United States Corporation Company person for unlawful occupation of our sovereign indigenous ancestral land. The date that the United States Corporation Company persons was commanded to appear is today, Wednesday, July 6, 1442 on the ancient moon calendar, 1443 on the ancient sun calendar, 2022 on the Greco-Roman or Gregorian calendar at 2 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. Coordinated Universal Time. All who view this sovereign consular court action on the public record are witnesses. This audio and video platform does not in any way diminish the sovereign authority, universal power, nor the ancestral efficacy of the command by this court, nor our consulates, nor our sovereign Moorish American government. Lawful notification was given to said United States Corporation Company persons by way of Moorish federal government email and by the posting on the public record. All of the commerce by said United States Corporation Company persons to be named has been terminated by way of our sovereign universal commercial code 1 lien. We, the justices of the Moorish American Consular Court, do hereby execute universal sovereign consular court actions in the favor of all Moors, where unlawful occupation of our sovereign or original indigenous land is proven, with nationality status being the proof necessary to activate our sovereign living court to action. This court action is hereby placed on the public record for the public record and letting the public record show that the United States Corporation Company persons are hereby called forth at this time, and each of you persons are commanded to state your name and nationality for the American people who are the Moorish American federal government. Once you have stated your name and nationality for the public record, you will then be required to respond to 3 questions by this living court. Your only response shall be yes if yes is true, or no if no is true. You are commanded to say nothing further, and no questions will be answered by this sovereign court at this time. At this time, we call forth the following corporate persons. United States Department of Homeland Security Corporation. You are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All those doing business at the United States Department of Homeland Security Corporation. You are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All those doing business at the United States Department, Homeland Security Corporation, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Alejandro Marocas, doing business as secretary, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Alejandro Marocas, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Alejandro Merocas, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Islam. All those doing business at and as the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services Corporation, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. All those doing business at and as the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services Corporation, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. M. Jadu, doing business as director, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. M. Jadu, doing business as director, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. M. Jadu, doing business as director, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Islam. All heirs, all assignees, and all persons and all derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record, whether your name was called during this court action or whether it was written here. You are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Islam. Silence is acquiescence, therefore those who do not speak when commanded have consented to our universal sovereign jurisdiction authority by way of the sovereign ex parte action, as the corporate parties did feel to appear and respond point for point. Sovereign ex parte action by the Supreme Justices, who are the living Moorish American Consular Court, are further affirmation we do not need the permission of anyone to lawfully govern our vast estate. All United States corporation, company, person are subject to this justice and all subsequent justices and commands of the Moorish American Consular Court. Our sovereign government rulings are the supreme law for the land, even in matters ex parte. We, the people, do hereby state that those United States corporation, company, persons whose names were called are guilty of unlawful occupation of our sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral lands. All properties on our land is already in the sovereign possession of the heirs. All corporate fraud and corruption has been removed from our sovereign resources. The American Provost Marshal is hereby notified and commanded to arrest you and place you at Guantanamo Bay Prison, where your decapitation shall occur. All those who choose to live and breathe on our land are subject to us and shall obey all sovereign commands, and no public office nor property shall be held by said consenting subjects. Sumus de sanctum unum, we are the holy ones. Nous vivons, we live. Sumus classis teni abundante imperium, we are the keys to our abundant empire. Amunra, Amunra, Amunra. Dico vobis quecumque sumus veritas super terrum erunt ringata et in calo, et sumus quecumque sur veritas super terrum erunt suta et in calo. Amunra, Amunra, Amunra. Dico vobis quecumque sumus veritas super terrum erunt ringata et in calo, et sumus quecumque sur veritas super terrum erunt suta et in calo. Amunra, Amunra, Amunra. Dico vobis quecumque sul veritas super terrum erunt ringate et in calo, et sumus quecumque sul veritas super terrum erunt suta et in calo. Truly I say to you, whatsoever we bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatsoever we set free on earth is set free in heaven. With the completion of this sovereign Moorish American Consular Court action, we the heirs do hereby peacefully tribute to ourselves and to our sovereign heirs that which is rightfully ours according to the will of our eternal, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, infinite, self-existent, self-sufficient ancestors who are present here for this court action. This court action is hereby complete. Peace and grand rising to the ascended Moorish American nobility, and grand rising to all arisen humanity. Islam. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient Empire State of Morocco, and the de jure Moorish American National Republic federal government documents are on the public record at America. Ancient Morocco, northwest of Mexico, northwest Africa, Lemuria, the Gate, Turtle Island, the Gaia, Midgard, and Earth. Chronos time, immemorial, into perpetuity. Ego sum, justice, visor, minister, in capitis diminutio nolo in writing, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio sol, in proprio heredis, sovereign living justice, pros one spiritu sanctus, imamu, ra el be. Islam.